Quick shoutouts to Trae Hignight again. He helped me out with the abilities section of the video. I'll leave his channel link down in the description. Go check him out. Oh wow, Mr. Cricket, another Murder Drones video? Yes. Don't you have anything better to do? No, I don't. And besides, I'm making these videos in my free time anyway, which I have plenty of. So hello everybody, my name is Mr. Cricket, and today, as the title of the video suggests, we're going to be power scaling Doll from the Glitch Productions and Liam VICKERS series, Murder Drones. If you're unfamiliar with power scaling terms, such as no-cell or one-shot, then you should check out my previous video where I power scaled Uzi Dorman from the same series. I explained those terms at the start of the video, or you could visit the Versus Battles wiki to find the definition for said terms. With that out of the way, let's get into it. I also want to mention that I won't be scaling Doll's lifting or striking strength because I cannot find any feats for her in those categories. So, let's start off with her durability. Doll is confirmed to be a worker drone, which is important because at the start of episode 1, we're shown that worker drones can survive an explosion so large and deadly it wiped out all organic life on Copper 9, without taking any damage at all, which counts as a no-cell. Now, no-celling that explosion would require you to be a lot more durable than it. As with Uzi's durability, I'll be lowballing Doll's durability to that of ×2 the attack potency of the explosion. Now, we just have to find out how strong the explosion is. Copper 9 is classified as an exoplanet, which are usually much bigger than regular planets like Earth. The explosion could affect the entirety of Copper 9, wiping out all organic life and causing an ice age. So this puts the AP of the explosion at large planetary, making Doll's durability ×2 large planetary by going off of this. However, we're not done. In episode 3, Doll tanks one of N's missiles without dying. These same missiles can one-shot other worker drones as shown in episode 1. Doll being able to tank one of these would mean that she has higher durability than their attack potency. The missile's attack potency would need to be at least 3 times higher than the durability of worker drones to one-shot them, meaning that it has at least 6 times large planetary attack potency. Doll tanks this without taking damage. Again, this means that her durability going off of this would be 2 times the attack potency of that missile, giving her 12 times large planetary durability. For speed, I'll split it into the following categories: travel speed, reaction speed, and combat speed. For Doll's travel speed, it's safe to assume that it is on par with an athletic human or higher, since she's a robot. And of course, she doesn't move overly fast in any of the episodes she appears in. Also, as a quick mention, Doll likely has superhuman stamina due to being a robot. For her reaction speed, Doll casually blocks and redirects bullets from V using Absolute Solver in episode 3. Regular bullets travel at over twice the speed of sound. Doll being able to casually react to them would put her reaction speed at above Mach 2, which fits into the supersonic tier of speed, likely higher due to her combat speed, which I'll get into right now. On to combat speed, we see that Doll is casually able to blitz V at the start of their fight in episode 3 using metal poles controlled by her telekinesis. Now, we just have to find out how fast V's reaction speed is. We can scale V to N, who dodged laser beams after they were fired, and she also scales to Uzi, who performs the same feat, meaning V also has 3 times faster than light, or FTL for short, reaction speed, going off of Uzi and N, giving Doll at least higher than 3 times FTL combat speed. Next, we'll cover her attack potency, or AP. Doll is able to hurt Uzi, who is also a worker drone and would share the durability feat mentioned before. If that's not enough proof, Doll can crush and kill other worker drones as well as being able to straight up explode them, which counts as a one-shot. According to the Versus Battles wiki, in order to one-shot an opponent, the AP of the attack needs to be several times higher than the durability of the opponent. Going off the definition of the word several, this means that the AP of the attacker needs to be at least 3 times higher than the durability of the opponent. Going off of this, Doll being able to one-shot worker drones would put her AP at 3 times that of their durability, which means that Doll has 6 times large planetary AP with telekinesis at a low ball. Now that we have the physical stats out of the way, the real fun can begin. Doll has access to Absolute Solver, which is a program that grants its users extremely potent and useful abilities in exchange for the need to constantly consume oil. This is where I'll start listing off her abilities, and she has quite a lot of them. She has access to telekinesis, regeneration, force field creation, telepathy, black hole creation, matter manipulation, object amplification, information gathering, teleportation, heat resistance, immunity to other Absolute Solver users, lightning manipulation, and deconstruction. I'll summarize these abilities, starting with telekinesis. Doll is able to do all the regular things with telekinesis, levitate things and all that. She can also use it to crush other drones. I've already mentioned how strong her telekinesis is in the AP section, so I won't repeat myself. She has quite advanced regeneration, being able to bring herself back to life after getting killed by V in episode 3. A comparable feat to the disassembly drones being able to regenerate their body parts and missing heads. She's able to create force fields, shown by her creating one to block V's bullets and Uzi's knife in episode 3. The exact limits of these force fields are unknown, but they're definitely not weak, as they haven't shown any signs of breaking or cracking. She has telepathy, as shown when she forcefully showed V a flashback of V murdering her parents. She can create black holes, seen when she turns herself into a black hole to sneak back into her apartment near the end of episode 3. She can manipulate matter, as seen when she turns a regular knife into a cleaver using Absolute Solver. She can also use this ability to duplicate objects to an unknown degree. She can amplify objects, shown by her amplifying the blades of the ceiling fan in her fight against V, increasing its destructive power, making a regular ceiling fan able to cut through N and V. She can gather information about anything using Absolute Solver, shown when she is affecting a microphone pole in some way using Absolute Solver. There are multiple tabs or windows open displaying possibly hundreds of lines of code. She can teleport, as seen when she uses it to spy on N and Uzi in episode 4, and when she uses it to block Uzi from exiting her apartment in episode 3. She is resistant to heat, shown when she does not overheat after being in the center of N's missile explosion in episode 3, and missile explosions can casually reach up to 5,000 degrees Celsius. Of course, she's immune to other Absolute Solver users, since she couldn't affect Uzi with her telekinesis. Uzi is also an Absolute Solver user, which means that this is an ability granted by Absolute Solver, which Doll has. She can manipulate lightning, seen at the start of episode 3, where she kills a worker drone. We can see that lightning emits from her hand. And finally, deconstruction. She's able to explode other worker drones with ease, which counts as a deconstruction feat, as they were disintegrated into nothing but oil. So that was a lot of stuff to go through, and unfortunately, Doll has only fought in a single episode, which means a lack of feats compared to everybody else like Uzi or N. So, until Season 1 of Murder Drones is finished, Doll will likely stay at large planetary level, with all the abilities mentioned above. But she definitely is the strongest character in Murder Drones as of now, based on feats. She could end the fight instantly with deconstruction or telekinesis. She can amplify objects and make simple things like a ceiling fan extremely deadly. She can regenerate lethal wounds to the head, so it's extremely hard to put her down for good. It took N, Uzi, and V combined in order to take her down, and even then, she still didn't die. There's also the fact that if you don't have Absolute Solver, you stand no chance, as you would be protected from her instant kill abilities. That being said, I hope you understand how powerful Doll is now, along with all the other characters. Again, big thanks to Trae Hignight. Make sure you pay his channel a visit.